We're going to discuss about transpiration in transportation in plants and circulation in animals. Transpiration. So the water is evaporate in the form of water vapor from the leaves of the plants. This process is called transpiration. So here we will see the definition. So transpiration is the evaporation of water from aerial parts of the plant, especially through stomata in leaves. So the water vapor, the loss of water vapor from the plant, that is from the plant means in the aerial parts of the plant, is called transpiration. So especially transpiration takes place through the stomata in leaves. So we will see an experiment to prove this. Okay. So you take a potted plant and the upper part of the leaves, that is the upper part portion, is covered by the plastic bag. Okay. And you are pouring the water here in the root region. You are pouring the water, and what happens means, so after some times you can see the water bubbles in the plastic bag surrounding the aerial parts of the plant. So that means the water is evaporating through the leaves. That process is called transpiration. Okay. So the stomata. The stomata, we have to talk about the stomata. So this is the pore. This pore is the stomata and it is the God cells. Okay. So the stomata opens. When it opens? It opens in the daytime. And when it closes in the night time. So the opening and closing of stomata depends on the turgidity, that is turgidity of the God cells. When the stomata opens, the water, that is, it is called turgid. So this condition is called turgid. And when the stomata closes, it called flaccid. Okay. So flaccid, that means the water in the God cells is high. So it enters. Okay. So that time, that is during the daytime, it opens and the God cells are turgid. Due to that turgidity, the stomata opens. In the night time, the God cells, that is becomes flaccid. So due to that, you cannot able to see the opening here. Okay. So when the water enters into the God cells, they become turgid and the stomata opens. Same wise, when the God cell loses the water, the stomata closes and the God cells become flaccid. Okay. Water evaporates from mesophyll cells of the leaves through open stomata. The lowers the water concentration in the mesophyll. So in the form of osmosis, the movement of water molecules took place through the that is the loss of water vapor, that is the transpiration takes place through the stomata. Okay, so from the mesophyll cells, the water is evaporating. During that time, the turgidity is more in the stomata. Okay, so the turgidity is more in the stomata. There is more because the water concentration is here due to high, and due to that the stomata is open. Okay. So as a result of more water is drawn into the cells from the xylem present in the veins through the process of osmosis. So from the xylem through the veins it draws out, that is called osmosis process only, the that is the water vapor losses. Okay. So as the water is lost from the leaves, the pressure is created. So now this is a tall plant. Okay. So the leaves are from the leaves the water is evaporated. Okay. So what happened? The pressure was created in the xylem. So that pressure was created due to this transpiration. So from the leaf the water is going out, evaporating. So that time there is a pressure was created in the leaves, and the same pressure was created in the stem of the plant also. So that pulling pressure was done because of what? Transpiration. So it is called as transpirational pull. Okay. So this extended up to the roots, causing the root to absorb more water from the soil to ensure the flow of water from the roots to the leaf. So where the pressure was created here, but this pressure reaches till the roots. So this roots, that is this roots absorbs from the soil water. So that water has to be taken to the tip of the leaf. So from roots to leaf there is a pull. That pull is called transpiration pull. Factors affecting transpiration. So there are two, that is the transpiration is affected. So we have to talk about the external factors as well as the internal factors. So external factors, that is temperature. So if there is high temperature during summer season, there is won't be, that is the groundwater will be less, but the temperature is high. So that can also affect the transpiration. So the light, even the winter season, the rainy season, there is no light. Because of that, the water won't be absorbed, but the water is more in the plants, okay, inside the plant. So the light is also light, humidity, wind speed. So these and are also affecting the transpiration process. So internal factors, that is the number and distribution of stomata. Because of the number and distribution of stomata, if it is more or less, so it affects the transpiration. So percentage of the open stomata also affects the transpiration. Water status of the plant and canopy structure of the plant also affects the transpiration. So external and internal factors are affecting the transpiration process. Significance of transpiration. So creates transpirational pull from the for the transport of water. We need a pull. That pull was created by the transpiration. So that is one of the important significant of transpiration. And for photosynthesis, it supplies the water. So photosynthesis takes place in the leaf. So for that purpose, the water is needed. So if the water was there, the photosynthesis will take place, because water is also one of the raw material for photosynthesis. So transports mineral from soil to all parts of the plant, and it also cools the leaf surface through evaporation. So cooling is also takes place. Keep the cells turgid, hence maintain their shape. So because of turgidity, it can able to maintain the shape of the cell also. Hope you understand the topic. If you have any doubts, post your doubts in the comment box. If you want to watch the video in Tamil, I had given the link in the description box. You can go and watch it. Give a thumbs up, share and subscribe to Science Easy Tech channel.